Ross, just saying off camera there that 2 weeks ago we were in the bottom four on goal difference. We're now 10 points clear after today's 1-0 victory over Radcliffe. First and foremost, what are your thoughts on that game?
We made it hard for ourselves the last 15 minutes. We invited pressure. 1-0 was always a cagey result, but we should have scored probably 5 or 6. Again, same sort of theme as last week. We should have scored 5 or 6. And I felt I was just really sort of disappointed with that we got into those areas and didn't take our chances. Now, we put 2 away in the first half and we put 2 or 3 away in the second half. The game's put to bed, goal difference is good. But we just leave ourselves open the last 15 minutes to concede a last minute sickener. So we need to look at that. The quality of getting in there was there. It was the final pass. And the boys know that. We should be in there celebrating maybe 4 or 5 goals. We haven't, we didn't. We made it difficult. We sort of hung on at the last couple minutes, some stupid fouls, but the 3 points was the main thing. We got that today, now we move on. But yeah, we need to be scoring our chances because the boys deserve more. They need their rewards. They work their absolute socks off all game. They make the certain runs that we ask. They put their bodies in a line as we ask, and they deserve their rewards. And you know, the rewards are tap-ins and goals, and just that final bit of quality. And the boys should be in double figures, some of them. So. Yeah, really pleased about the result. Boys are buzzing, music's on, 3 points are massive, and now we move on.
Yeah, to be fair, we could be stood here with it being 3 or 4-0, but fair play to Hewitt, the Radcliffe goalkeeper, who made some fantastic saves. It was almost a tale of 2 goalkeepers in the end, with Walker coming up trumps as well. What's your thoughts on his 2 saves? You know, because they were sublime.
Yeah, their goalies made some saves and some blocks as well. But we just are lack of quality. You know, we should be putting that goalie to bed. No disrespect to him, but we've had the chances. Now they've gone up the other end, and Loz had to make a couple saves. But a couple saves in 90 minutes is okay. And Loz's job is to save the ball and keep the ball out of the goal. So he'll tell you it's my job to do that. We'll tell him as well. But big concentration from Laurie today because we had a lot of possession at times. He had to be switched on, organised the back line, which he did ever so well. And when called upon, made those saves. And you know, that's a top goalie. You're not called upon, and then you've got the answers, and you help your team get the 3 points. So I thought everyone through the whole team today were pretty superb. It was just about finishing our chances. That would have been really sort of the cherry on the cake. But we can't be deflated because we just beat another team in and around us. Performance was good. Just need to score more goals now.
Was it a bit of relief when Zach McEachran scored because it wasn't really going for us in front of goal until that moment?
I think so. We were knocking on the door so much that one of them had to go in. We had to do something. We had to have a chance that we score. And it was actually probably the scruffier chance. We've had some great chances with Jaden Carbon and Aaron, and I think Tom's been there, Ashby a few cutbacks. Corley's had a chance within 30 seconds with his right foot, then had another one with his left. Yeah, we've had chances. We can't say we haven't. So the boys have worked really hard to get those chances, so we have to praise that. The fact that we are creating opportunities to score these goals is really good. But yeah, it's 1-0 is a horrible scoreline, especially when they start flooding the box and loading the box with throws, corners and free kicks. But you know, we made some subs. We understood it was going to be a bit of a fight at the end. We've got some bigger boys on the pitch and we defended well.
Yeah, and fair play to the whole team because they've really dug us out of a bit of a mess. It's nowhere near over yet. They've still got to do some of the hard yards, but the table's looking a lot better now, isn't it?
It is. The ideal world would have been we probably scored a few and we got a few off the pitch to give them some rest. The boys have done back-to-back games and some long travels. If we take our chances, you know, we could probably get 3 or 4 of them off and try and rest them up for Tuesday, but we don't take our chances, so the boys have got to continue and do the full 94 minutes or 95 minutes the ref played. So yeah, that's the probably only deflating bit is some boys played a lot longer than they probably should have. Put the game to bed at first half and second half, and the boys can have the rewards of a bit of rest as well. But listen, we knew that we had to be on it. Radcliffe, they've got their threats. We knew that. In second half, we could see that. You know, they score goals and they make it difficult. But I thought to a man today, I thought the boys were superb.
Final one from me. Brilliant to say Freddie Wilcox back on the bench. You know, he's had a few weeks out with a hamstring injury, but I know he didn't get any minutes today. But brilliant to see him back. Yeah,
we had a good bench today, strong bench. I think probably recent years, bench has sometimes been a bit light, but you look at the names and the figures on the bench today, really strong. So to have Freddie back into the mix today, he's a great character, brilliant lad. Run through rules for your club. He's on loan, but you would never know. So I think having a few more personalities like that around us is no harm. So he's come into the group, is contagious, body language is spot on, and really everyone respects him, so it's great to have him back. But I think the bench today was really strong, and we look to now Tuesday, and if we change things, great. If we don't, boys have got to go again. So they've got a responsibility to look after themselves now, get some food and some rest and hydrate and go again, because that's the job.
Ross, thanks very much for your time.
Cheers.